Hi YouTube, welcome to Tarantula Showcase number 5. This time we are going to do something a little bit different. On the last one, on number 4, I featured the green bottle blues. Today we're going to do a transfer, and I will introduce to you 2 new species. So Edward Tyndall here. Sarah Tyndall.
Sarah Tyndall.
And Jellybean Tyndall.
Unfortunately, Jellybean didn't want to go in her little bedding.
He's only 3 days old. And look in there, people. Have y'all ever looked in the animal's ear and seen an ear that's that clean? I just figured I'd share that with y'all. That is awesome. So guest appearing is Jellybean Tyndall's ear canal. Alright, let's get started.
Seriously. His ear canal.
Well, I like to show people stuff they've never seen before. How many of you have ever seen a deep canal of a goat's ear?
The goat's already spoiled.
Leave it in the comments below. Yeah, he's only 3 days old. His mother hated him, so he's got new parents now.
Mikey woke up at 5 o'clock this morning screaming, his baby needs to eat.
Okay, this is a GBB, number 2. We're going to remove this sticker, info, on here. We're going to put it on here, like so. And we're going to, we have this new enclosure. I wanted y'all to be able to get a better shot of it anyway. This is what the old one looks like, just so y'all know. All webbed up and stuff. Highly recommend this species to anybody, even as a beginner species, as long as y'all keep them dry. I hate having to tear all this up. I really hate it, but it is the only way. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I apologize. What is going on here is I am tearing all this stuff out of here, trying to get this green bottle blue out and put it into its new enclosure. These are absolutely awesome tarantula, and I got a bunch of stuff in here so I can start its new webbing and stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is coerce it out of here and into its new one right here, like so. Hope y'all are they catching that on here?
I think so.
Not really. Shit. Sorry, I don't want y'all to miss this. He's gonna walk over the edge now to his new home, and he's gonna go in there without any problems. Having tarantulas and understanding exactly what they're gonna do is a very big benefit. That is a successful transfer right there. Now I can show y'all a little bit better view of what's going on. This is the green bottle blue. I'm guessing in the juvenile stages now. I'm gonna get y'all a good look, because I didn't get a good look last time. Yes, as y'all can see, hairy legs, all this. This is very highly recommended tarantula from me to you. That is assuming you don't want to handle them. Some of these are extremely flighty or extremely defensive. I don't know anything about bite reports on these, but they're awesome if you want something pretty to look at and always keeping cool. I just got a little critter keeper here. Glued a little bit of cork bark, and then just a little vine. You want dry substrate, a little piece of wood, and I got a water dish. That's it. And that's a done deal right there. Green bottle blue, number 2 is transferred. Here's his lid. I'm not going to restrict the lid any at all, because I want plenty of ventilation. And I also did this so I can better see this species. And I'll update you guys on that, how they go. Here's number 2. We're going to try to do a smooth transfer the same way as the last one with this one. This is what its webbing and everything looks like. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, people. So I'm going to try to remove this out of here. Well, you see how this substrate is dry? How dry it is. I got that actual whole substrate in my hand right here. See what's going on? I'm holding his whole world in my hand. And there's the green bottle blue right there. Right there. We're going to try to, I wish you could get a better view of what's going on. Try to move this out of you guys' way.
Sorry, sweetie. I tried.
Okay.
He's being
I'm going to turn this around this way.
very
try
unruly tonight.
Put him up here. Put some pressure on him to get him to come out. And not attack, but put some pressure on him. We're going to let him get some pressure on him. See how I'm touching him right here? And anything can happen on Edward Tyndall YouTube. You could witness me get my first tarantula bite out of 30 years, but I doubt that's going to happen. We want him to go into this other cage if possible. I'm going to try to put a little bit of pressure on him. A little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure. Yes, he's trying to retreat to his thing, but we're going to, okay. There we go, people. Did y'all see that? How I transfer. That's not how you have to transfer. That's how Edward Tyndall transfers a green bottle blue. That's not necessarily the proper way, the right way. It's just my way.
Sticker.
It's just my way, and it works for me. So keep your hate comments to yourself, or don't. But I'm not going to be responding to any of those. This is just the way I do things. I love green bottle blues. Again, I'll show you all this guy or gal. And the setup, basic setup that I got for him: dry substrate, water dish, which is a little bitty souffle cup from Walmart, a cork bark glued here, glued right there, and just around, so that gives them some anchor points. My hopes are that it's going to start webbing up high and web down to the ground around the water dish up to here, and all this will be webbed. And I'll either be able to add new water dishes or remove that one and put another one as needed. Again, highly recommended species from Edward Tyndall to you. So, that is the green bottle blue successful transfer number 1 with Mikey's favorite color lid. And that is awesome, people. Things don't always have to go wrong. Alright, now, introducing 3 species today to you guys. 1, we're going to cover the Rehouses sumica, Poecilotheria, Rehouses sumica, or Poecilotheria, Rehouses sumica. Oh, you're okay, darling. It's a very fat one right here. This is a basic enclosure that I made out of a pickle leg jar, and this is how it looks. Absolutely turned out awesome. This is a piece of kiwi arbor that absolutely worked perfect to glue a lid to. And this guy will be going into pre-molt soon. He's absolutely humongous now. They look a lot like the Poecilotheria fasciata, or Poecilotheria fasciata. So, this is a going extinct species in the wild if they have not already been, due to the government deforesting their native habitat, and then going behind that, burning the entire landscape off so they could build thatched homes for people instead of trying to cohab or coexist with this species and God knows what else they destroyed by doing so. Not just tarantula wise, but this little guy or gal is going to continue to live in the hobby and hopefully be bred and make more. We need to keep all the pokies that we can keep. I hope y'all like Poecilotheria Rehouses sumica. And here is the spelling of that if you would like to look up anything that you can find on there. Poecilotheria Rehouses sumica. Number 1, and it's the only one. Okay, now we're going to go to another favorite of mine. This is similar to the green bottle blue in the fact that it is a heavy Weber only. It's the only thing. These temperaments of this tarantula vary. I just transferred this off cam last night. This is a Paternochilus murinus. There is the spelling for that in case you were wondering. I might be saying it wrong. If I am, my bad. It has molted 2 times in my care, once on 330/18, one on 425/18. I transferred it last night off cam into here, and it's already webbed this much. It's the OBT. It's also known as Usamba Orange Baboon, or Usamba Orange Tarantula, Orange Baboon Tarantula. It is a baboon species. There is a lot of bite reports on this. A lot of people have been bitten by this. Never a death by any tarantula to any human, but this one has a hot venom. It's one of the very few tarantulas that have neurotoxin in their venom. So when you get bit by this orange beauty, so you got bit in your hand, your arm would be hot for, look at that, your arm would be hot for a month. You'll see that, and it's going to hold these colors throughout its life and only get more and more beautiful and more brilliant orange. I highly recommend this to anyone as a beginner species as well, knowing that this is a tarantula for looking at and not playing with. Some of them are so extremely defensive that they will completely arc their backs, their heads so far back it looks like they're going to break their abdomen off.
Okay.
They are not aggressive like everybody would say. They are just extremely defensive. They're so scared they'll just throw up the threat posture and show the blue bottoms of their feet, and they will bite if provoked any farther than that. When you back them in a corner, they're telling you to leave them alone. And if you don't leave them alone and you keep on pursuing them, they will bite you. Another one of my favorites. So, not recommended to handle this one. Some of them are handleable sometimes. They fluctuate in their attitude from day to day, how they are. Tarantulas are a lot like people in that way. They have mood swings. So that is the first, now that's the second species I'm going to show y'all on this one. We've covered OBT and Poecilotheria hemimobilis amica. And now we are going to cover the third and final on this one. Is the Theraphosa sturmei, a gift from Jeepers Creepers Tarantulas. Now that's a person that is full of peace, love, and happiness, and all that good shit. Whoa. This is the T. sturmei. I thought for a little bit that in one of my past videos I said it was a Theraphosa blondie, but it wasn't. And it was purchased as a Theraphosa blondie and ended up being a sturmei. As you can see, this grows to be one of the largest tarantulas on the planet. You can see back here all of those urticating hairs. How cool is that? Not something that you would want to get into. I would not recommend this to someone for a beginner tarantula. You have to have some tarantula experience and do a lot of research on here to know what the requirements are for this species. They like it extremely humid, but they also like it extremely breathable. They have to have ventilation, and plenty of ventilation. This is absolutely a sweetheart here. It's never kicked no hairs that I know of, although you can see two kind of bald spots on there. Check that out, people. What do you think? A true beauty, right? You can actually see me handling this tarantula, which I also do not recommend. They have the largest fangs of any tarantula. Some of the largest fangs of any tarantula, quite possibly the largest for all known species of tarantula anyway. There's a couple of undiscovered Pampabedius species out there that are longer, but they have not been discovered yet, or not on record anyway. But this is absolutely awesome. Y'all leave in the comments below if you like this kind of stuff. This is the setup. Oh, I'm not. I'm Edward Tyndall. I'm never ridiculous.
Talking to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Jelly Bean Tendo.
Spoiled.
Rotten.
Rotten.
To the core. Alright, on this setup, I have a water bowl. I have moist substrate. You don't want to handle this or any of its stuff without wearing gloves because there is extremely urticating hairs. And they put urticating hairs throughout their entire enclosure. This is all webbed. I do have a dry spot up here. I have isopods and springtails. You can see springtails in the water actually, if you look closely. And that keeps this container good. So you don't want it too moist and you don't want it too dry. They have to be perfect there. They just have to have the perfect stuff. I would feed it for you guys, but as you can see, he or she is absolutely fantastically fat, plump, and I can't wait to get a molt out of this one. I will be mounting these molts and making them look so badass. So y'all will, if y'all want to see a video of that in the future, let me know. Leave it in the comments below.
I think that's going to be kind of hard and kind of easy, especially with the legs.
Yeah, I'm going to do it while it's moist. And he's webbing a little bit. I'm going to do it while it's moist and with the gloves. And encase that thing in some kind of glass box almost immediately after because I do not want urticating hairs all over me. No, I don't.
All over everybody.
So I hope you guys, gals, all of you lovely ones have enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for future episodes. What I am going to do, oh yeah, I said there was going to be a guest appearance in each video. So tonight, our guest appearance is going to be Scar or Scarlet Tendo. Yeah. She just got done eating. But there's so much cry and hate of whatever I feed this lovely, wonderful animal that I decided to not film it. Not meaning that I won't in the future. Absolutely gorgeous reticulated python. This is our guest star for this episode of
Showcase
number 5. So, as always, peace, love, and happiness, and all that good shit. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share my videos, watch my older videos, wait for new videos.
Lisa Mannings.
Sarah's shouting out people like crazy back there. If Mikey was in here, he'd be dabbing his ass off. Because that is how a Mikey do.
Well, I know she's been commenting on stuff, and I was just...
Yes, yes. That's awesome to shout out our fans. We love our fans. And our friends and all our YouTube family. Edward. And Sarah. And Jellybean. And all the other Tendals out. Like, subscribe.
You ready to go in your bed?
Thumbs up.
Mama needs a break.